Shalom. Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakathum to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. Alright, and it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And in this in-transit lesson, just going to get into basically thinking not strange, considering the fiery trial, man. As it says in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12, man, think it not strange, considering the fiery trial that is meant to try you, right? Because we understand, or you should understand, that these trials and tribulations, they're meant to build us up. That Hebrews the 12th chapter goes into how the Lord chastens who he loves. Chastening, goes to discipline. So he disciplines who he loves, right? And with that being said, man, the Lord gonna put some hell on you, right? What was that? What I say? That's 1 Peter. No, well, for the fiery trial, consider the fiery trial not to be strange. This is the 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. Right? Think it not strange considering the fiery trial. Then you read to like verse 13. It says that you being partakers of Yahushua HaMashiach's sufferings. Roughly paraphrasing, like pretty much have joy in it. Have joy that you are partaking in Yahushua's sufferings. Because what it says in, I think it's 1 Timothy. This is the 1st and 2nd Timothy. If you suffer with me, you shall reign with me. Right? So if you're in this truth, you are partaking in Yahushua's sufferings. Right? Which is meant to, make you perfect, man. Like Hebrews 2:10. Right? For the captain of our salvation was made perfect through sufferings. That word perfect goes into complete. So the captain of our salvation, Yahushua, was made complete through what? The sufferings that he had to go through. Alright? He was made perfect through that. Right? Not because, he was able to keep the law 100%. Excuse me, 100%. Nope. It's because of the sufferings. You read James, the 1st chapter. Right? Was it 1, and you can read from James chapter 1, starting at verse 1 through 6 right there. I think it's 5 that goes to, what's 2 going to? I know 2 goes into something about suffering, but 5, I remember, it goes into, but let patience have a perfect work. And that word patience, if you're looking at etymology of that word patience, it says sufferings. So you gotta let these sufferings have its perfect work. So don't think it's strange concerning the fiery trial that's meant to try you, right? Meant to build you up, right? To make you more complete / perfect in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Because all these sufferings do is purging out what? That dross. He's putting that fire on us. So that fire that the Lord put on us is the sufferings. Right? And all he's doing is purifying you. Right? If you're one of his, you're gonna come out as gold. If you're not, you're gonna come out as wood, man. Burnt the fuck up. And we don't want that. So pray to Yahweh Bashem Shai. As it also says in James, in the 1st chapter, beginning, if any man lacking wisdom, let her ask with nothing wavering. Right? So whatever you are lacking, then you're supposed to be praying to the Lord about it. Consistently. It's not just one prayer. You just keep praying. Right? And you follow with actions behind it, depending on what it is, of course. know? So, with that being said, man, just think it not strange, man. There's going to be things that you go through that, sometimes it make you feel like, man, you're just going to break. You feel like, man, Lord dealing with me? Start questioning it more. Man, you might not be on your A game, right? You might be messing up more than usual, messing up in areas you don't usually mess up in. But that's all part of the fiery trials, man, that you got to go through. Whatever the Lord got set for you. For somebody else, it could be something different. The Lord could just have some situation happen in your in your life, right? First you was balling, you was having a good amount of money, you was at least able to sustain yourself or something. But now you're lower on money, barely making ends meet. All that's part of the sufferings. Count it all joy, right? Count it all joy that we are worthy to suffer in the names of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? So think it not strange. Sirach 2:1, man. For thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. So you're really not supposed to think it's strange. The Lord told you. If you come to serve the Lord, man, be prepared to be tempted by Satan. Be prepared to be tried out, man. Because it's not going to be what, these Christians pretty much claim it to be. You start following Jesus Christ, right? And everything is just up from there, right? You ain't got to worry about no suffering. You finna get blessed with a new house. I'm blessed with a new wife, right? It's just good sales from here, man. But nah, bro. Complete opposite of that, man. Right? You serving the one and true living power, Yahweh, which is He is. The world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai. He delivers. He saves. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? So, yeah, when you come to serve the true powers, Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, man, brother goes, as Apostle Gabar says all the time, man, it is true to suffer, right? So you're going to just be suffering. Things are not going to go your way majority of the time. But when it does, man, hey, call out Yahweh Shem Shai. But when it don't, hey, man, just, take it on the chin. Just keep going. Because Romans 8:28, all things work good for those that love Him, right? Even in these trials, man, which is meant to try you, to build you up, right? And this ain't nothing but a little chastisement. It was Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, like 3 and 5, if I'm not mistaken. Them being 3 and 1, if I'm not mistaken. But I know it's in Wisdom of Solomon for sure. For being a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. Right? So we only being a little chastised. Yeah, Lord willing, we're part of that number. We're going to be greatly rewarded. So think it not strange, man. Yeah, I understand it sucks. It don't feel good, but it's meant to build you up. Make you closer to Yahweh Shem Shai. You're partaking in this suffering, man. Anyways, Lord willing, I was edified. That's all I had on my spirit. I ended out by saying, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Mr. Rodney.